As one wise man once wisely said, your kitchen, your rules. And stepping into new recipes with instructions isn't really my thing, so when I first saw this basque recipe by Sam Zeets, I was pleasantly surprised to find myself hooked to the cause. It is such an outlier to my normal diet that I consider it a luxurious dessert. So I decided to try making it once, at least for the pretense of luxury. So out came my whipping machine for 400 grams of cream cheese and a splash of heavy cream. Besides, after scrolling multiple recipes online, I couldn't really settle on one set of ingredient list. So for the essence, I poured in coffee syrup essence as well as vanilla essence. An important lesson here: in your own kitchen, you are your biggest obstacle. Plus, it's a testament to the way recipes are passed down. You tweak a little, you mess a bit, and you discover something great at the end of it. Then, we pour in 3 eggs one by one. I conveniently lose a shell here, but I do not recommend that for you. Once I become bored of hand mixing this big gloopy mixture, I bring out the whipping machine to do its job. Now the sweet stuff. I pour in a bit of honey. I guess it's around 4 or 5 tablespoons, but you could do this with sugar. I'm trying to avoid that raw hell raising high the more I grow older. Follow this up with a bit of corn flour or any kind of flour really. We only need a little bit of dry starch to tie all this liquidy stuff together. Finally, a bit of salt and we're through. I take this opportunity to also mention that Basque cheesecake comes from France, and just like any French plate, we add copious amounts of butter at one stage or another. Here, I put some just so it's easy to remove later from the ceramic plate, but you could totally avoid this with a baking sheet. This goes in for around 40 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, which is something in Fahrenheit. After this, your basque should be jiggling a little bit like this. And yes, that is the only valid test before you taste it. And what better pairing for this than a raspberry confit? I was able to source all the ingredients for this from my local Aldi store, and we need a little bit of water and honey to get this going. So after a little sieving through and scraping the saucepan, I have my very own dessert plate. I had to wait overnight to get the first spoon in, since it needs time to settle. But if you're one of the impatient types, remember,